All right. How's it going, guys? So we got 5 people in here. Hope you guys are well tonight. Excuse me. Oh, man. It's been a long day. Lots of really good streams today. Better than usual, I should say. It was nice. Don't really have a whole lot planned tonight. This is called Random Thoughts for a reason, so. Excuse me. Might chit chat for a bit and have some people come up later on. Doctor. How are you tonight? Hope you're well. All right. Maybe you can tell me, Dr. Anthony. Best way to sex some black belt cichlids. I mean, obviously venting, but is there anything else that you could possibly tell me from your own experience that might help me with that? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good tonight. Been a long day, but besides that, wasn't a bad day by any means. Had a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment at about noon today, so I didn't do a whole lot the first half of the day. The rest of the day, I had 2 appointments, cleaned a couple tanks, and went and had dinner with my daughter. Came home. That was my day. Yeah. Normally, I'm fairly good with it. It's just the species like that where you just can't tell between the male or the female, unless you get like the what are they? The red throats where the males get the big old cock on their forehead. He's one that species that I have in the tank behind me here. It's really hard to tell the two apart. Really hard to tell the two apart. And yeah, size, yeah. My problem is I got that one. She's about 14, 15 inches. Cephalic hump. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was called the same as what they call them on flower horns, so I just went with it. But yeah, I got her by herself, so she's the only specimen I have to compare anything to. So she's huge. I got a bunch of juveniles that I'm growing out for. Hopefully, I get a male out of it. She lays eggs by the hundreds. I love them. She's a feisty bitch. But, hey. Atkins, how's it going, man? Hippie John, what's going on? Hope you guys are well tonight. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Yeah, can't forget about Mystery Snail Guardians either. I swear every stream I go in, she's always posting, helping you snail it from the start. Every single one. It's awesome. It's one of the people in this community that show more support than anybody. Give her much respect for that. On the bright side, I finally did see the pygmy cory fry in this tank here. They're like hiding down in this dwarf's edge here. But they hide all the way in the back where it's the dimmest, obviously. Don't like to come out. Cute little boogers though. Need to get him out of there soon, somehow. Some fucking how. went and picked up another batch of 7 of them, and got another bloodline to put with them. When are you gonna start doing book voiceovers? Well, Mystery, I created the YouTube channel. I haven't like put anything on there, not even a description or anything yet. But I got it started just to kind of keep me mindful of it. So once I get that set up and going, I mean, probably in the next couple weeks, that and I got to figure out something to read and give myself a little bit of a goal of what I want to do with the channel. Because that one, unlike this one, I would like to kind of try to make something happen with. This channel, I don't care about making money on it. It's not what I'm here for. I mean, it helps, but it's not like I said. It's not what I'm here for. That one I wouldn't mind though. Make it worth my time, anyways. Not a fan of flower horns, but HD8. Yeah, it is. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. I have Fireman's Dream flower horns. Here. See if I can find a picture of a nice mature one. There we go. Where the fuck did it go? I'm going to show you all these guys. Yeah. There's a few different. They call them a few different variations, but I've seen all these come from one fucking clutch. They have like something like this: Firestorm, Fireman's Dream. Got more of a yellow. They got another one like this. It's got a golden base. Right down there. That's what they're talking about. A real deep, almost maroon red. The one that I have, and the parents came from one that kind of looks like this, a little bit more of a faded pink. But when they're colored up, they look more like that. They're real pretty, and you can get some pretty crazy stuff that look like that out of it as well. Silks and stuff like that. Pretty cool. My gold laser couriers just will not cooperate with breeding setup. Yeah. Honestly, I never like intentionally bought them to breed them in this tank. But I got them, and I just noticed they've been doing real well and how they were acting, and just kept an eye on them and noticed them spawning. And, yeah, just kind of let them go. It took about 2 years though for him to do anything for me, something like that. Getting some tiger lemur on the next week or so. Super excited. Fully break it down. My room was taking its own break everything. Damn, man. It stinks. Yeah, definitely good you caught it when you did. Oh, 6 people in here. Anybody do anything crazy today? Or yesterday? Guess I didn't see you yesterday either. Surf City, what's going on, man? I hope you're well. My filter media is fucked. It stinks now. Yeah, it happens, man. Now, man, by the stuff you keep, like, obviously you're not just gonna let it go to the point just by neglecting it. So shit happens sometimes, man. I'll tell you what. You know, it stinks. Same stuff for me. Teach classes on Tuesdays from 8:15 to 5:30. Dang, sounds like a exhausting day. Depending on who you're teaching, I would say. I guess some people can definitely be more stressing and whatnot than others. My roommate's kid tossed 2 whole cans of food. Oh my god. Yeah, sounds like sounds like the kid that turned up the CO2 knob on the fucking injection system on his dad's tank that I just set up for him 2 weeks ago. And nuked the whole fucking tank. Lots of ice in Southern California. Huh. Yeah, we just got over a nasty little ice storm here 2 days ago. Yeah, but good half-inch ice over everything. You're like boot my door open, broke the damn thing. Oh, I bet Atkins, man. Oof. Mm. Yeah, I was pretty upset. I had spent probably 3 months setting up this tank for that guy. Finally, just got done. Finally, got it all set up, looking great, right on track. Let it go. And come back the next week to do my regular checkup and maintenance on it, and it was just dead. He'd even unplugged it because he had noticed it was all fucking dead. Just unplugged it. Didn't even call me. Did nothing. I was pretty upset. 65 today. Here, a little rain. I wish it was. Yes, yeah, it was yesterday. It was like 50. I think it's the warmest it's been here in a while. A while. Yeah, the house pretty fucked. Go from half-inch of ice on one day and 50 degrees on the next. Drives me nuts. I hate it up here. Drives me absolutely nuts. Bonnie Viper, thanks for stopping in. Have two stray dogs in your bedroom. Hey, at least they're not freezing. I appreciate you hanging out and lurking. Yeah, that's true, John. Depending on moving my reef downstairs away from the kid. Well, it's a lot of work, but if you know it will be safe and it won't happen, Why not? I wouldn't. Casual aquatics. How's it going? Doing good tonight? Hanging out, chit chatting for now. Probably gonna have some people come up here in a little bit, in case anybody didn't hear. Why not? Just don't be a weirdo. That's all I ask. Or a dick. I don't like dicks either. He has a little tiny room, and the tank is doing so well right now. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. It was looking gorgeous when you were showing it the other night. Yeah, the other night. I was jelly of those star polyps. I need to start whacking off pieces of that fucking Duncan coral. Plant that around a little bit instead of just one massive chunk. You get better at putting away things up taller. Dang 2-year-old. Yeah. Yeah. I have a 2-year-old of my own, so I can definitely understand that. Out in the living room and the kitchen, I have two tanks. And they're all much, much, much taller than her. Thank God. She loves playing around with my fish. I let her in here and she's just gotta watch her from dipping her fingers in every one of my fucking tanks. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. A lot of times I'll take stuff home here and quarantine it here at home or more sensitive stuff so I can keep an eye on it. And yeah, could really destroy my room. Amazing diver man, how's it going, man? Had fun watching you up there on Fishy Business. Tell you what though, you guys made me hit the coffee pretty early tonight to be be lively enough for this tonight. I still feel like I'm a little slacking on it. It's been a long ass day. Didn't do a whole lot, but just dragged ass. My daughter wore me out. Favorite junk cereal is Cocoa Krispies. Healthy cereal is Honey Bunches of Oats. I like Fruity Pebbles and Honey Bunches of Oats. Or those Rice Pops or whatever the fuck they are. Pops were pretty good too. I used to eat those when I was a kid. They said they stopped making them the same, and I stopped eating them. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow on a mic like that. I'm just glad no fish died and that she didn't do it. So, yeah, well, good nothing died for sure. Mm. Mm. How long did it sit before you were able to notice that it was like that? There's no way to save it at all. Couldn't even just drain it and rinse it a few times and drain it back out and run with it. Just curious. Two tanks in my living room. My rimless I had set up for my grandma before she passed. That was her tank, and they moved in and wrecked it. Again, not on purpose, but I'm still saying, yeah. Yeah. Me, I'd get upset if I lost the fish over anything. Captain Crunch and Raisin Bran. Heck yeah. Captain Crunch is pretty good too. I haven't had that in a long time. 10 people in here. Heck yeah. Thanks for hanging out and watching, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my dog is whining at me to take her out. I'm going to go let her out real quick. We'll be back in just a moment. Sorry. I feel bad. All right. Not quite back yet, but I'm able to chat. All right. Only Oscars, how's it going, man? Captain Crunch, yeah, dude. Oh, that reminds me. I was I don't remember how old I was, but I remember sitting there before school one day eating a bowl of Captain Crunch. Just a regular Captain Crunch, right? Oh, I coughed. I don't know what happened, but like it scratched my throat so goddamn bad it made my throat bleed. It was horrid. Honey Nut Cheerios, no milk required. Dude, that's how I go about honey bunches of oats, man. Grab a handful. Fuck it. All right, y'all. I'm about home. A lot of fishy things to get done in a short period of time. I feel casual. You have a good night, and I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out. It's nice to see you around. See you around on quite a few other streams too. I appreciate it. Still got that damn cool break shit. I'm sorry. Wish this dog would hurry up. Have you ever eaten a potato when they're too hot and swollen? You can feel it burn all the way down and start burning your stomach for a quick second. It's fun. Done the same thing with soup and shit. Coffee. So coffee just sears your tongue. It's horrid. Yeah, only Oscars. I can understand that. I just like when I started streaming and stuff because I stream so late. I started changing their schedule around, so I their lights don't even come on until 10:30 at night. So I got a good 6, 7 hours before I turn them back off. Then I moved my reptiles, my chameleons and stuff to the other room. So I'm not bothering them. They're a little more difficult and sensitive to it. So I just didn't even bother trying to put them on a night cycle. Hippie, that's a hungry guy, poor thing. Beat the two, yeah. Hey man, if you're up late at night, like I am, dude, it's worth it. So you can actually pay attention to your shit when you want to, instead of bugging the shit out of them when they're chilling. Very always eating really fast since I was a kid, so I could go back outside and play. Hey man, it happens. Me too, especially if I'm working. Yeah, Oscar, what I did is an hour every night, turn them on a bit later, or turn them on an hour later every night until I got it to the time I wanted it to be. It works well. Or just give them a whole day of night or day of darkness and just turn it on the next day at night. Shouldn't bother them too much. Who knows? Hey, Jess, how's it going? Good stream this morning. Cool to talk to somebody a little bit more behind the scenes about from Aquashella. How big are your Dunkin' Squirrel? Oh man, that one, it stands about 8 inches tall, about 7 inches across. It's a big fellow. Yeah, Oscars, I've done that before too. It doesn't, if it's, I've never really seen any fish get too crazy or fuck. I mean, maybe if you're trying to breed something, maybe, but I wouldn't even really see that being too much of a problem. They get used to it rather quickly. It shouldn't be a problem at all. Doing it one long night and then switching their schedule around. Yeah, dude, I feel that Atkins. It's coffee and how do I put it? Herbal relief is my breakfast. Yeah, there's about 13 to 15 heads on it. Hey, if you're going to Aqua Show, you should check me out on Big Tank Hank stream this Friday night. Heck yeah, John. I know I'll be there. I will be. I will be. Guess I should turn my camera back on. Just maybe. I'm pretty sure I got remember which one. It was the one short with the sail fin. I don't know if I posted anything about it. I just pull it up. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it in the Discord here. Second. Where are you? There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, John. That's awesome. Big tank hank's a good one to do it with too, in my opinion. In my opinion. All right. That one right there. In this is the Duncan right here. It's a big one. You get a good picture or a good shot of it here at the end. I should focus on it. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. Well, more than 15, I guess, but yeah, there's there's quite a few different heads on there. It's a nice piece. See if I can make it bigger. I love him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I guess the dogs are pushing their way in. All right, that works. Like the science behind reef tanks, priced one set of them. Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, yeah. It just depends on what you want, really. You can go pretty cheap. I mean, you can run just a fish only with a sponge filter. I hang on the back. Yeah, yeah. That sail fan is awesome. He is such a character. I'll go up to the tank and like kind of shoot my hand up there like that, and just kind of like move it around the tank, and he comes up and like flares up right up to my hand. It's pretty great. Maybe if you're gonna upgrade to a larger saltwater tank, I'll use your time moving the tank. I can't go where it go. Definitely, and just take your time with it. It should work just fine. Definitely be a bit more stable for them in a larger tank. Oh, my tank's so bad. That's the real reason I want to upgrade the reef. Yeah, that tank right there, it's only a 60-gallon. Go for it. What kind of tank do you have in mind? The sail fan's the one I wanted, so I haven't really thought about it since. Have you ever seen or heard of an Oscar in salt water? I have not owned the Oscars, but I do know, like this black belt here. Yeah, right there. She's hiding behind that little bit of wood there. But those guys are known to swim from fresh into brackish into salt water, or complete salt water, and then back and forth. Um, so I read. If Dr. Anthony's still here, I'm sure he can tell you for sure if it's true or not. And I know you can find those guys in the same area. You can find Oscars, if I'm not mistaken. So, possibility. I haven't looked into it. Sailfin tang or a yellow tang. Yeah, those are nice. I like that. I used to have some yellow tangs. I don't know. That guy really, really got my attention. It wasn't too bad. You got it for like $140 or some shit like that. Wasn't too bad. The first Oscar I saw was in Saw. Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that was possible. Yeah, yellows are fairly expensive now for sure. I'd love to get my hands on my own peppermint angel, but yeah, talk about paying as much as a fucking car for a fish, man. Jesus. I've handled two of them and take care of one of them that I'd gotten for customers, but I've never owned one for myself, and I really fucking want to. I really like my angels, saltwater angels. Got 10 people in here. Heck yeah. I appreciate it, guys. Give another couple minutes here, and I'll throw that link up for everybody. If anybody wants to come up here, don't bother me none. Hmm. Powder brown or purple tang would be cool too. Yeah, the purples are awesome as well. I really want to work with. I was thinking about getting some mandarins to work with. I don't know. I just can't. I don't have a tank set up for something like that right now. I eat all my damn corals. No fucking thank you. Trying to get my chilled frostbites to fucking spawn for me again, but that hasn't been very successful. Shouldn't have sold all the fucking babies. Chilled frostbite clownfish. That's what I'm talking about, by the way. They're nice but sensitive. Yeah. Yep. That, in my experience, they've nibbled on a few different corals, so there's that to worry about too. I know they do well in larger tanks too. Wait for it to get colder and I can get those octopus. It's Caribbean octopus. Oh, I'm super excited for that. I already paid for them, so that's a plus. I was gonna hurry up and get overnight shipping on them, but kind of got screwed there, so it didn't happen. Zen plant, man. What's going on, man? I'm so freaking tired. What a day. Ready to go home. 50 more minutes. Dang, man. Hopefully it speeds along for you. Maybe I can help a little bit. I don't know how well, but I'll try. Hopefully you're able to just come home and chill. whole lot going on. Good. Always makes it a little helpful coming home from work. About that. All right. What's he got? Yeah. He's doing a channel all about plants, specifically plants. I just do screwed all sorts of stuff up on that. What the hell? There we go. No spam bots tonight. That's good. Progressively started to see less and less of them through my stream and everybody else's. Ricky, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing good tonight. People, hell yeah. Reptiles do I have? I have a red ear sliders. They're adults when I got them 20 years ago. Skateboarders. Yeah, they can be tricky little fuckers. Turtle. People don't believe it, but turtles can fucking climb, man. They can climb pretty dang good too. But excuse me. I've got two chameleons, Jacksons, and a veiled chameleon. I've got two ball pythons. I've got a reticulated python, and I've got a boa. I've got a red iguana. I did have a juvenile green iguana before it got fucking stolen. Yeah, and I had a vine snake until the other day, yesterday actually, but the fucker bit me in the neck again, and that was the last straw for me. I'm just over it. I've had him for about a year now, and there's just nothing I can do for him. So I sold him to somebody that is gonna put him to work. We can do a little breeding. Should be a good stud. Just wanted to try and see which channel would do better. Who knows? Maybe both will take off. Heck yeah, Zen. I hope both do too. Just so you guys know, it looks like my internet's a little buggy tonight. So if I'm a little choppy on your guys' end, let me know, please. Please and thank you. From my side on YouTube, I'm looking all pixelated and stuff. And it says I'm running at 1080p. I got it set at 1080p. So hopefully it looks okay. I gotta remember to keep this fucking mic set right up in front of me because it doesn't want to listen to me. Keep going in and out on my audio. Trying to do better. Trying. They're gonna take a shoe and knock out. Hell yeah, man. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do tonight. Not quite sure how long I'm gonna do this tonight either. So just kind of rolling with the punches here. Well, I wouldn't say punches, the flow, but thinking about playing some wow, Back for Blood later. I don't know. It's balancing act, juggling two channels, like having two phones. I even started separating Instagram account for the new channel. I bet, man. I'm about to start doing it myself with that narrating stuff I'm about to be trying to do. Also, I saw an ad the other day, or one of my friends saw an ad the other day about reading or doing narrating stuff like books, children's books, and all sorts of stuff, and getting paid pretty damn good to do it. So there's that too. Watch on the TV and chat from the iPad. Yeah, I usually do everything from either my phone or my computer. Sometimes both. Hmm, there we go. Trying to pull up some stuff here. All right. I think we're not doing too bad on. Nice. Okay, yeah. Man, I got a lot of people from Indonesia in here that like to watch me, apparently. I appreciate it. If you're in here now, that's pretty awesome. Hmm. Indonesia, Vietnam. Nice. You got one from Poland, it looks like. Heck yeah. Getting seen around the world, guys. No. You can get you a nice little one for about $500 to $700, man. Not too bad at all. If you're looking to do streaming and stuff like that, can definitely work out. Starter computer, anyways, unless you're used to computers. Shit. I appreciate it, Zen. I certainly do. We're gonna head to bed. I'm tired and it's been a day. I'll see y'all later. All right, Atkins. You have a good night, buddy. I'll see you around tomorrow. Is it possible to get Omicron twice? I couldn't tell you, dude. I honestly could not tell you at all. It's great about YouTube, talking to people from all over the world. Yep, very true. Everything else here is very true. But no, I just don't watching a lot of other people's streams when they talk about stuff like that. They don't. I mean, usually that's not one of the few that pop up. Is like Indonesia. What was the other one that I was talking about? You know, you got Thailand, Poland, Sri Lanka. Pakistan, Malaysia. Heck yeah. Vietnam. It's awesome. Mm. Hey, John, that's easy. Get does it for me. It's not too bad. I try to stay on top of it as much as I can in the chat. I think I'm starting to learn though the trick is not getting ahead of yourself if you're doing it by yourself. At least that's what I've learned so far. Got a problem you might be able to help with? What about what would cause fish to freak out, pass out, go up there at the top when they do 50% water change, well, 6.2 P's at times they die? Oh man. Um, something's in your water. It would be my guess. Um, your water doesn't seem like it would be an issue. Hmm. Maybe it could be a couple different things. It could be some things in your water that you're not able to pick up, or you're not either test, or you haven't tested for, or not able to test for. It could be high CO2, or it could be too dramatic of a change in the parameters of the tank itself when you do that big of a water change. Weird. Me, I do like 50 to 75% water changes on all my tanks most of the time. So I don't really run into the issue too much, but I do have a couple tanks. If I do too big of a water change, I start running into issues. The fish start acting funny, you know. So it could be something like that too. And I have noticed too much of a significant change, especially in wild caught fish and stuff like that. It can be pretty catastrophic. Yeah, water or temperature maybe. If you haven't checked that at all, putting in too cold of water or too hot of water could definitely fuck them up pretty good. I would start with checking the temperature. Like they were saying, you're fine if you do small amounts. It's leading me more toward. I was leading. It's leading me more towards too dramatic, too dramatic of a change in the water parameters from your tap water, or adding the tap water into the tank for the fish themselves. Okay, you check temp. All right, it's not an issue then. Yeah, I'm almost thinking the difference between the water in your tank and the water that you're placing it with is a little bit too much for them. If small amounts don't do anything to them, it could definitely be the case there. Yeah, do smaller water changes, maybe I know it sucks, but maybe an extra time or an extra water changes throughout the week, or an extra water change throughout the week. Yeah. See, yeah, and I don't really have any that issue at all, Oscars, with most of my fish, my knife fish right here in like every tank in this room. I go through and I do about 60% water changes on every fucking tank, and I've never had an issue with it at all. But I usually temperature match my water, and I mean, and hell, here at home, I take water right out of my tap and put it in my tank and throw some prime or safe in it. So that's what I do here at home. If I get market. Sit prairie. Mike's Aquatic and Things. How's it going, man? Hope you're well tonight, man. Yeah, you do that too. The only reason I do that here at home is because I know all these fish aren't wild caught or anything like that. So it doesn't bother them at all. That and my tanks are pretty stable here at home. Um, my water out of the tap runs at like 7.4 pH. And then my tanks here, when I test them, they only run at like 7.6 maybe. So they don't jump around very much at all. Cage and stuff and runs fairly stable too. Yeah, like you said, I've only ever seen issues arise when it's too dramatic of a difference in the waters, or something in the fucking water. Hmm. CO2. Yeah. It could be. It could be. Are you injecting CO2 at all, or is it just a planted tank? You know, planted tanks and stuff, especially like a dirted substrate and stuff like that, does produce CO2. No. Okay. It's a tough one. Not a problem I run into too often. I can like fresh water or salt water. It can happen quite a bit in salt water, unfortunately. Hmm. Yeah, that might be the trick to those tanks. Those doing smaller water changes a little more often. Sucks, but keeps your fish alive. So you're able to figure out exactly what the issue is. It could take time. You know, gotta be patient. 1 second here. Sorry about that. My daughter was yelling for me. Fighting this for yeah, that's what I figured from the way you were talking. Melissa, how's it going, chick? Hope you're well. Wonder if you do a water change without temperature. Yeah. Putting dressing trays together for the nurses up on the floors. Heck yeah, man. Fun, fun. These are babies hatched here this time. Hey, okay. Hmm. What fish are they? I don't know how much that would help in the situation, but figure it out. Pistol brother. What kind of you got any sponge filters or air stones in there? I know, like in certain situations, the water coming out of your tap, if it's coming out hot enough, can really lack oxygen. So that could be a reason. I'm just wondering why they're gasping. I'm just kind of running through lists in my head, so not suggesting anything. Try to get a better idea of the whole situation here. Materials management. Heck yeah. Huh. That's super weird. Hmm. They without running some really serious tests, it's hard to tell exactly. Um, I'm stuck between what Oscar's saying an underlying issue from the fish originally, but you said it's not just one species, it's overall. Yeah, I would just do your best to stick with small water changes and just keep testing your water. Um, like get a notebook, a piece of paper, and test like every other day, maybe. And every time you test, write down exactly what your parameters are, including your nitrates and your nitrites, ammonia, and any other test you might have available to you. Keep track of that, and maybe here, given a little time, we can help figure it out a little better. Well, how do we shut down in Mary lost a lot of cattle before it was just over? Dang, that's crazy, Oscars. Hmm. Super weird. So it's like Oscars. Like I don't know very many fish that don't like water changes. Even half the time, even if the water parameters are drastically different. And I know if you call your local water department or maybe even go online, I'm not too sure, but it's public information for you to find out exactly what your local water parameters are. I think somebody said something about a well. I don't know. But if that's a thing you could do that as well. Give you a better picture of what your tap water is, if it's tap water going into the tank. I will say that's my one of my biggest tools I use when dealing with situations like that, whether it be sick fish or something wrong with the tank like that or anything, is taking the time to actually sit back and observe what is going on in the tank instead of just freaking out and dosing this or dosing that and on the first whim. Um, Obviously, certain situations it can show up over fucking night and it can take over and kill your fish in just a few hours. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, many people will believe that if you were on well water, you don't need to use safe or primer water because that's false water. It's just barely safe. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Mike. I agree. I agree. Chloramine is a big one. Yep. I've used Safe and Prime for years. I make my own Prime now because I use Safe, but checked everything except for full blown water test. At one point, I had trouble with Achilles, and I found the pH tests sometimes don't read low enough. Not a problem now. Yeah. Huh. Hey man. All right. I mean, I don't know if you go to your local fish store for a test or you send it in to a company or something, but do it. Do it. It's worth it at this point, especially if you've ran down your options and what you know, and so far what other people can say. It's definitely worth to get that accurate information there. I know you can send it at some time. I can't remember the one I used off the top of my head. I got it written down on a piece of paper at work, business card and shit. But you can send in water samples and they'll test it for you. All the metals in the water, they'll test every fucking thing in that water. Anything you could think of, from arsenic to fucking copper, even your pH and ammonia and your other goodies. Prime is one of the best things to happen in the hobby. Yeah, it is. It is. There's a few other things that are pretty good. Oh, what is it? Other fish uses it. So crystals. Yeah, same Oscars. With all of my tanks, I go and get the big. How many ounces in all this? What's in right here? Turn on my camera here. Second. Yeah, the big 2.2 pound cans of it. That's what I get. And then I have this little jar of it too that I use for to make it a little easier to get around. I don't like carrying around that giant ass jar the whole time. So there's that. And then if um, I need something a little more diluted or something for smaller tanks, I'll dilute it in some water. Not really an issue. Um, mhm. Yeah, that's what I do. I've learned to manage it. I spawned 45 different species. Thank you, Jennifer. At least you found a way to make it work. That would really be bad if it just, no matter what, you know what I mean? Glad it's working for you, at least in one way or another. Had the smaller size for a year and only half is gone. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go through one of those big 2 pound jars in a month. problem, Jennifer. I hope I was able to bring in some input for you. I feel like I didn't really help all too much. Tough one. Definitely keep me posted on it though. Like if you do end up sending your water in to get tested or get it tested, let me know. Who knows? Maybe it'll help me figure out or help me prevent issues or fix issues that may arise like that in the future. Be useful to know. One tank gets 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah. Um, you guys know? Does anybody here use the extreme beta pellets? Um, give me a second here. The stuff. Why is it so damn bright? The extreme beta pellets, but it comes with this little scoop, it's a little bitty one. I'm not quite sure how much it is. Or 0.15 cc's. Not very big, but it's perfect for everything up to a 75. I throw 2 scoops in for a 75. Everything else gets one. That's what I use here at home, anyways. At the shop, I use a fourth as well. Try the water conditioners, yeah. Safe and Prime is my best friend. And it could be yours too. It could be yours too. It's cheap. Like that little jar is safe. It's $20 on Amazon. So for the little, I don't know how many ounces it is. Yeah, it's 8.8 ounces. $20. I will say some people say you can overdose using safe and not really prime, but safe. Um, so just be careful. I've never ran into it, and I've dumped a whole ass jar into a tank on accident and never did anything to them. So didn't they make the pellets smaller too? One complaint here was the pellets were a little too big. Yeah, they are. They're pretty small. Here, give me a minute here, and I'll bust them out. My bet is that I've never had an issue eating them at all, not once. Best food for a planted tank fish for me is tetrabit. Yeah, it's a good one. I use like I've used bug bites. I like using bug bites for bettas a lot. They do Oscars. They make okay, just let me, all right, I'll grab them all. Give me a second. Grab all these bags in the room. I'm not gonna go bother with that. But they do. Um, they have the bug bites for small fish, bug bites for medium and large fish, and I've also seen bug bites for extra large fish. Um, so, and the bug bites for medium to large fish is actually a good little size here. About the size of them beta pellets. Fiber bites, yeah. I have a mixture that I use: Viber bites, spirulina flakes, and some krill flakes, and then I think I also threw in what is it? Some medicated foods that I had. I feed that to damn near everything. Good stuff. They say peacock bass, discus fish, many more. Yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of things will eat it for sure. I've used Tetra for a long time too. Got a can of it behind me here. Yeah, me too, Zen. I just got some in for here at home, actually. Yeah. All right. Beta pellets. They are much smaller. I don't know if you can see that there, but they are tiny, tiny. Um, they work pretty well. Get some pieces that are stuck together, but they'll still eat them. And then like the bug bites for medium to large fish are, like I said, about the same size. So there's that. Also make stuff for shrimp or bug bites for shrimp too. All sorts of it. Yeah, bug bite flake. I like the bug bite flakes too. Those are nice. Azu, blood parrot. Yeah. There's quite a few good foods. A lot of people talk shit about Hikari, but I like Hikari's foods as well. I use a fuck ton of different. I get all sorts of different kinds of foods for free from my vendors and everything else. So I use a bit of everything. Hikari Daphnia, yeah. I like a lot of Hikari's frozen. I like most of Hikari's frozen foods as well. I use a lot of frozen foods, man. Blood worms, brine shrimp, baby brine shrimp, Daphnia, all sorts of fucking shit. And all the saltwater frozen foods that I use and everything else. If I could feed frozen foods to everything, I would. Yeah, that's why I was excited. Lefty was doing giveaways for Hikari foods. I really liked it. I was really hoping to win something on there. I was trying so hard. Yeah, dang. Yeah, Weaver, you definitely can. And the bug bites for the small fish, the light blue can, it's real fine. Real fine. It doesn't take nothing to crush that up at all. So you can almost feed it directly to them how it is. Wafers from the bottom feature. Yeah. I can say like, when it comes to their wafers, I really like Extremes wafers. They do really well. I just noticed it's got a little more of a rounded. I don't know. I feel like it's got more of a rounded diet than Hikari does, but Hikari is not bad at all. Right behind him. So the big ostrich just wants the bug bites float by. I wonder. I wonder if you can. I'd have to try it. Like take an ice cube tray and a bunch of bug bites, the real fine stuff, or even the bigger chunks, and kind of get it nice and soggy. Just stick it in the ice cube trays and kind of like conform it to a ball, even or somehow make bigger chunks out of it. Freeze it even. Maybe they'll eat it then. Mississippi hippie, how's it going, chick? Yeah, good then. I've had awesome results with it. My own fish, fucking plecos and God, my shrimp and my snails just go haul ass straight forward every time I throw it in the tank. Every time. Not going to taste them myself. Hey man, why not? I can't say I've done it, but I've eaten got a mouthful of fucking flakes once though. That wasn't pretty. I was laying on my back underneath the tank trying to put up some lights on the bottom side of it, and my cart was sitting next to me when I bumped it, and I didn't realize I had an open can of flakes sitting next to me, and it fell and smacked me right in the mouth, and just the whole I got a serious mouthful of just flake Northfin. I had to go wash out my mouth. It was all sticking to the roof of my mouth and my cheeks and everything. It was horrid. It took a while for the taste to go away. For cichlid, I make their dry food for marijuanas. Nice. Nice, nice. I remember other fish food I've tasted is pretty gross, but I was teaching a guy how to feed my fish. Right, well, he overfed one tank pretty badly, so badly that there was like that much layer of fucking food on the bottom of the tank, and I took the hose and I was going to siphon it out into a bucket. I started siphoning it. It all went right in my mouth immediately, and I got a big old mouth of moldy fucking cichlid pellets. Ron cichlid food. If you guys haven't used Ron cichlid food, you guys should definitely try because I I love this stuff. They make everything from fry food all the way up to big boys. Yeah, old mommy fish food. It was gross, dude. As soon as I felt them chunks in my mouth, I was damn near gagging. I almost had flashbacks of sitting back in fucking high school, getting an old carton of milk and trying to take a drink of it. Nothing but curdled ass milk in your mouth. Ugh. That happened more times than I care to admit at school. Yeah, I mean, I have pythons, but I that would have got that would as much food as it was in that tank would have clogged my python, so I didn't use it. Just use a straight like 1 inch hose. I will say though, I still like milk after all that. I love milk, but you hand me some spoiled milk, I'm probably gonna throw it at you. I'm just waiting for Python to make a metal system instead of the plastic, meaning the flow director. Make that all out of metal. I've been through 4 or 5 of them just in the last 2 years. Wear them out so fast, using them constantly. I would pay good money for a metal system. 5 more minutes and I'm running away. Got to warm the car. Like, jeez, it's pretty cold. It's a lot colder than it is here. I don't know what it is right now. Let's find out. I haven't looked. It's about 34 degrees. I buy dried fish of all different types, make it into a powder, add baby food and garlic powder for moisture, and sea kim nourish. Okay. I haven't really made my own foods besides like mixing shit or like what I was telling Oscar or talking about only Oscars about was like taking some like bug bites and getting a little moist or wet, almost like a paste, and then putting it in like an ice cube tray or something like that. Either freezing it or just letting it dry. Making my own kind of like pellets type shit. Yeah, yep, that's what I'm talking about. The connections don't really wear out on me. It's just the flow director that wears down on me. I had one that was so worn down you couldn't get it to you couldn't get it to push back in and lock into place to be able to fill your tank up. As soon as you let go, push it back out, and start sucking water back out. You had to sit there and hold it. 14 people? Heck yeah. An hour and a half here. Probably try to push it for another half hour. We're probably gonna hop off. I got a busy day tomorrow. Feed my Oscars bugs once a week, mostly mealworms, bugs and crickets. Heck yeah. I bet they're fat and happy. That's awesome. Soldier flies and flightless fruit flies and stuff would be good too, or are good too. Especially like the flightless fruit flies for like smaller boys. That's what I used to feed my archer fish that I had. Hit a 100 gallon or a 100 gallon long. Then had 15 archer fish in. I had that tank for several years. Turtles eat the same food as the Oscars. Heck yeah. That makes it easy. That makes it real easy. I was really hoping to get some more baby snapping turtles this year, but I didn't have anybody come to me with any eggs, unfortunately. It was kind of sad. I love hatching them little shits out. It takes them forever, but they are cute little bastards. And there's just something about helping an animal that in the wild would only have like a 25% hatch rate and take that up to about 98%. So makes me feel good. Try doing the same for my big ID sharks, and they would not eat the bugs, but they do eat bug bites. Heck yeah. I just got three albino. They're so cute. Heck yeah. Yeah, they are. Hmm. Man, I can't decide if I want a boa or not. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday, there's a local uh, reptile show that goes on at the community college here. I really want another boa. I really want another one, but I gotta be careful. Got an enclosure and stuff already, but I don't know. If I go and find one that I like, maybe. Just maybe. how, on the Oscars, how big is that Oscar in your picture there? It looks just like the one my brother has. Just like it. Nice and big too. Heck yeah. Man, that last stream we did was what, 3.5 hours. That was nice. That was fun. Felt like it was a good stream. Quite a few different people up here. I love having Eduardo up here. He's such a fun person to talk to. People say he talks a lot, but in my opinion, he keeps things going, and it's nice, especially in like my situation where I have a problem with dead air sometimes. I just have an issue coming up with shit to say, and if it's not important, I'm not going to say it. I feel like it doesn't need to be said. So it's a year old, 10-inch Oscar. Heck yeah. Okay, a little bit smaller. What my brother has is about 11 years old. He's pushing 2 foot. I wouldn't say 2 foot, but he's definitely over a foot. He's a big boy. He can fit 4 of my fingers in his mouth. I know that. Little bastard. He won't wait for me to drop the pellets in there. He's got to jump out and try to snatch it from my hand. I got my daughter good one day. I let her feed him. She got her whole hand in his mouth. She won't touch that Oscar no more. Can't do that shit with my black belt. She'll tear my hand apart. She's got some gnarly, gnarly teeth. Saw some really nice albino Oscars. But we're just on fire. Thinking about picking them up, but I don't have anywhere to put them where they wouldn't get fucked up right now until these black belts get a little bigger and I can move them to a different tank. Even in even at like 2.5, 3 inches, then black belts are little fucking dickheads, man. Oh, I don't know if I told anybody or not, but Saturday is my birthday. Um, and I'm gonna be doing a stream before I go to work. It's gonna be super early at 7:30 in the morning. I know Shanna does the Saturday morning cartoon, so I want to make sure I was well before that, so I'm not interfering with that at all. 'Cause I want to be there and watch it too. I love watching Saturday morning cartoons. Um, so yeah, hopefully some of you guys can make it. If not, I know a lot of other people should be able to make it that aren't normally here or able to make it this late at night. I know it usually doesn't start actually get rolling in here until closer to midnight, even though I started at 11:30, so which is understandable. I was bitten once; it didn't hurt. Yeah, it don't hurt too bad. My cats don't drink from my tanks anymore. I wonder why. Yeah, that would be a sight to see, man. Ah, look at the Oscars I've seen. They'd come out and put that whole damn cat's head in its mouth, snatch it right in the fucking water. I appreciate happy birthdays, early birthdays. Sure do, John. I've had. I'll be there. Are we gonna drink? The taller the tank, the more likely the Oscars jump. Yeah, I can understand that. They do got some crazy, crazy, crazy ass little burst of power, though, man. I bet they could jump out of a shallow tank if they really wanted it. Jennifer Weaver, no, it's the 26th. So Saturday of this week, 3 days. I appreciate it, Surf City, and a happy early birthday to you. It's awesome. That's a whole hell of a lot of February birthdays. Jess is in February. Your guys is in February, man. Quite a few others too. Lefty. Um, if anybody has any links to share or wants to share anybody else's links, go ahead. Now's the time to do it. You guys don't really have to ask. Or if you want me to post a link or anything like that, it's all you guys. Fuck, I don't even know if I have any. Yeah, I got Melissa as a mod in here. Maybe other people though. Youngster. Yeah, I turned 28. Yeah, 3G. Yep. We should just like have like a big old like birth or February birthday stream. Everybody with the February birthday, come on and have a little blowout all together. It'd be kind of fun. I will say it's nice to see some other Pisces around for sure. Started live streaming recently, done two so far. Yeah, I went back and watched both of them. Mississippi. It was fun. Yeah, I'm done what 15 to 20 now, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Try to make it better for you guys. You know that. But besides that, I really only know what I've taught myself and the mistakes that I keep catching myself doing. Virgo, nice, nice. I'm a Pisces. Not sure if you want to share mine. That'd be cool. Just about 100 subs. Really want to get there. Yeah, man. Of course. Pull it up here. Speaking of which, I don't know if I even said anything. I wasn't even really paying attention to it, if I'm being honest. But I broke 100 subs a couple weeks ago. I think. Surprisingly, I was shocked. Fisherman, there you are. How the hell am I not subscribed to you? That makes me feel like a big old piece of shit. I'm sorry, but I am now. But yeah, you guys should totally go like and subscribe if you join the Fisherman's content. I'd appreciate it, and I know he would appreciate it. And he needs 11 more people to hit 100. So just don't ask questions. Go do it. There we go. There's his link. Oh, what the fuck? Hmm. God damn. There is a lot of those. Jesus. Virgo, I'm an Aquarius. Yeah. Heck yeah, John. Yeah, it's hard for me. I'm not typically a chatty person. Yeah. Neither am I, Mississippi. It's extremely hard for me to get up here and do this stuff. Um, just I've just always been a super reclusive person. It's nothing against anybody. I don't know. And like I'm an introverted extrovert, if that makes sense. Like I like being around people, but I can only do it and deal with it to a certain extent until I have to go and recharge per se. So it can only take so fucking much. Congratulating why? Thanks for stopping in, Scuba. Nice to see you, buddy. Trying to get Hippie John to 100. He needs 11 more. So we're able to push it. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Guess I can show my face now. I suppose. I'm a recluse and an introverted. Yeah. Totally understandable. Some days it takes everything in my power to put myself out and either deal with customers or even come up here. It's nothing, like I said, it's nothing against you guys or anything like that. I just, I'm the same way, Brandon. My age, she doesn't let me listen to people for an extended period of time. I can listen to people for an extended period of time. It's more or less like I get drained from being around people. So at a certain point, I just get to the point where I'm just like, all right, I got to get the fuck away from everybody. I got to recharge my mental capacity. Keeps me from being a dick, too. I'm a real asshole when I get fed up with shit. I agree, Hippie John. I'm at 127. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Gosh, I remember first seeing you around, God, close to 2 years ago in Father Fisher's channel, Mississippi Hippie. Ah, remembers when I was younger, they called that beauty sleep. Yeah, heck yeah. Thanks for you guys who went over and gave him a look there and subscribed. Appreciate it. And I know he does too. Look at there, 91 subscribers. Heck yeah. Prefer to be around my pets. Yeah, me too. Besides my daughter. My daughter is the one exception I have. She doesn't bother me. That and I have to deal with it. So there's that too. Hmm. Mike's aquatic and things. I'm on a mission to get 500 right now, 22 away from 400. It gets frustrating times going up and down. Yeah, I can understand that, Mike. I haven't noticed that too much in mine yet, but then again, I've only just begun. So I'm sure I've lost one or two, but I haven't noticed. But we'll pull you up here too. Should already be a sub to you. Pretty positive I am. Yep, I'm sub to you. Get your link here. there's that. See if we can get Mike's Aquatic and things there up there too. There you go on the Oscars. That'll work. Happens to me all the fucking time. Pisses me off. Years since we moved, and I still have unpacked my. Jeez, man, why not? You're breaking that dog's heart, man. Just sitting in that box, screaming in the closet. Use me, use me. I know mine would be. Should just buy another one. Yeah, there we go. E2. E2. Yeah, I'll back up for sure. Or you buy the damn thing and you use it and you continue to use it for a few weeks and then you find the fucking thing. And it's like, all right, well, I thought I had a backup, but I'm already fucking using this, so. I swear one about every 10 items I touch disappears. I do the same damn thing. Even just sitting here, I'll have my phone in my hand 1 second and I'll turn around and it's fucking gone the next. Makes me so damn mad. 17 people, heck yeah. Slowly getting more and more people in here. Slowly, slowly. Sorry about that. Had a coffin fit there. A lot of times I never see the item again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I always have this shit luck too of it just either sliding way the fuck underneath somewhere I can't even reach it or whatever. Let's see here. So what's everybody up to? Ah, that's funny. Of course, we're sitting here talking about subscriber counts going up and down. I just noticed as we were speaking about that, I lost a subscriber. I was at 106. I went down to 105. Kind of funny. You see it every day, but then when you need that specific thing, you can't find it. Goddamn right. Ugh. I wish I could see like a list of all my subscribers. That'd be pretty neat. But I don't know if I just haven't found it or maybe I'm just dumb. It could be a possibility too. Who knows? Heading out. Night. Have a good night, Jennifer. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. The problem is, if I let something down, then I can't find it usually right in the middle of a project. I'm like, yeah. What pisses me off the most is when I'm setting up like a reef system for a customer and I'm sitting there doing the plumbing and I have every single part and piece lined up and set up directly where I can find it. Well, as I'm sitting there putting it all together, I magically fucking lose a piece entirely, just ghosted, and I have to go all the way back to the goddamn hardware store to get more fucking PVC fittings or a chunk of PVC or something. Oh, it makes me so goddamn mad. It makes me want to fucking drown shit in my fish tanks. Not quite sure how much longer we're going to keep going here. I'm not saying we're getting off right this very minute or in the next few minutes, but here, when I feel I'm done with it, I'm going to probably hop off here for the night. Son just walked in and declared my fish was dead. Freaked out. I jumped to the tank and he's sleeping. That's funny. My daughter, she um always thinks my clown loaches are dead. They like to sit their dorks will sit there and lay on their side and just lay completely still, just lay there. And she always comes running, Dad, the fish is dead, the fish is dead. A little bit, S, just a little bit. It's been a long ass day. Still rolling though. Drink like over half a pot of coffee, so there's that. All right, Ricky, you have a good night, man. Good luck. You need a 3D printer? Fuck yeah. Heck yeah, they are. Nope, wrong one. My daughter's starting to learn more and more what buttons to freaking push to, and it's getting ridiculous. It drives me bonkers some days. And on top of that, I just can't keep up with her. Never have been able to. She's a wild one. She's good, but she's just ball of energy, man. My God. I misplaced my electric screwdriver the other day. When I finally found it, it was in the bottom of the drawer where I had been working. Yeah, I've done that. I dropped my whole wallet in a tank once. I didn't find it until like a week later. I was upset. It was an empty tank. There wasn't anything in it, but it was fucking full of water. Heck yeah, sounds like a good old time. So yeah, in case anybody wasn't here before, hey Sandy. Hope you had a good day at work. Yeah, if anybody didn't hear me talking about it before, doing a birthday stream early Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. Before Saturday morning cartoons with Shanna. So just so everybody's aware, just the only time I have free that day. I figured why not spend it with you guys. I planned on taking the first few hours off of the day, anyways. To chill, take it easy, get everything planned out so I can have a real easy day. Still got to go on and feed and check on everybody. So spend some time with the snakes. Yeah, I asked that while it was pretty fucking soggy. Let me tell you, the guards were all right, but yeah, it was the end of the line for that one. Had like $70 or so in it. Probably be up for work, so stopping. Heck yeah, that's pretty cool. That would be cool. Not super early, but a good time for me. That and why not test the waters out at different times? I mean, I know that's ass crack of dawn early for most people, but feeling around, you know what I mean? Shit. I wake up usually about 6:30, 7 o'clock for work every day, so it's normal for me. I really hope that never happens. Yeah. What do you do for a living, Sandy? Just curious. Yeah. I guess I choose to more than anything. That and like my eternal internal alarm clock that I have going. Just it's so hard to sleep past like 8 o'clock. Pisses me off so bad. So hard to sleep past 8 o'clock. Some days though, when I get super burnt out or I'm just super wore out from the week, I'll sleep a few extra hours on Sunday if I can. Try to, anyways. If not, I'll always fucking lay there until whenever. I drive a city bus. Cool. Is it in a big city or is it a small city? I can imagine it being pretty interesting job in a big city. Just feels like the day is wasted, but it's a good reach. Right? Yeah, definitely. Not a huge city. Well, that's good. That is good. I don't know. I don't wish the stress that like New York City bus drivers and stuff have to deal with on a daily basis. It seems like a fucking headache and a half. Not a job I would admire. But a huge university town, okay. You know, a bunch of damn college kids, they could be fucking interesting too, I guess, huh? Yeah, Sandy, beat them drunk college kids' asses. Make them behave. Do you kick drunk college kids off your bus often? I think it would be fun. Or do you have like a bouncer that rides along with you? That'd be fucking sweet. back in when I went to high school, they had they called it a driver's aid, but it was usually a guy that would ride along on the buses just to kind of help keep tabs on everything for the bus driver. Pretty sure that was the bus bouncer. It was never the bus driver that I actually deal with any problems. It was always the driver's aid that would be kicking people off the bus, or unless they puke. Yeah. Is that a big old green phantom? Is your picture? Looks like it. It's a pretty one. Hair is bothering the shit out of me. Oh, there. Move you up to the front seat. Now puking on my bus. If they do puke on a bus, do you make them clean it up? I would. I don't care how drunk they are. I just want to see them stumble around in their own puke. Ha. Probably going to push it for another 10, 15 minutes here. I'm running out of things to say. Thinking about even trying my hand at building tanks, like actual aquariums and stuff. Start out as just a hobby sort of thing. See how it goes. If I can do it well enough, who knows? Maybe I can offer my products to my customers. That would be pretty fucking cool. We'll try to do it a way that's extremely affordable. I wish, but no, we make sure we turn the heat off on the bus because that makes, yeah, I could see that. Snakes to feed after this? Heck yeah. What kind of snakes? I like me some snakes. Appreciate it. You gotta top off tanks tomorrow. Yeah, every one of them's a little low today. Ball python, albino horn snake, aberrant highlight California king snake. Nice. Those are awesome. You know, a couple ball pythons, a 13-foot reticulated python, a 9-foot boa. I had a vine snake up until yesterday. Got rid of that mean bastard. Try my hand with a different one, I think. I like them. That one was a little too crazy. There's nothing I can do for it. Think about getting another boa this weekend. The boa I have now is a true red tail female. Be nice to get a male to go with her. It would be nice. Excuse me. Oh, the thing that sucks about streaming so late at night, being up here. After a while, you're all right. You're doing all right for a while, and then all of a sudden, it just starts hitting you, man. Start getting tired. It's awesome. We still have 16 people in here. Slowly seeing more and more people hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. Steak eating is fun to watch for some reason. Oh, Brian Barczyk in the morning. Yeah, Brian Barczyk's a great guy. I've been over there to Michigan to his facility quite a few times. Perdita, his cow reticulated python, is my favorite. Always a good time. Happy that you keep us West Coasters awake. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I tried to at least make it somewhat enjoyable to at least listen to. Oh no, goddamn it! Screwed myself letting the first one out. Me too, Sandy. I appreciate it. I'll stay on a little longer, but like I said, I'm getting there. Definitely think hitting the 2.5 hour, 3 hour mark's my sweet spot, though. Seems to hold a lot more people than just doing a quick little stream. Sometimes I can't help it, but what did Tegu do to him? Yeah. He's a great ambassador for the reptile community. Watched Brian for a long time. Brian and Kevin McCurley from New England Reptile. Quite a few different people. Dingo Dinkelman. There's so many good ones. The only feed throws and fall, no live. Me too. Yeah, I don't care much for feeding live. I know some animals you can't really help it, but it's different when an animal can't help it and you're doing it for a fucking video for views. There's a big difference there. Several snake videos. I have to go check it out. I like to see the snakes. And what other reptiles do you keep, Mike? Or is that all? I'm just curious. What is a cool snake that stays fairly small? Garter snakes are really fun, really active. You can keep two of them together, more than one of them together. They do really well in pairs, or sometimes even more. There's all sorts of different cool snakes that stay really small. Mm, Ball python. I mean, they get a little larger. I still say relatively small. Gonna run down a whole ass list of them here. Two leopard geckos, a large male veiled chameleon. Nice, nice, nice. So far, yeah, it's hard to keep it to just a few. I always find myself wanting more and more reptiles, but the problem with me is I want all the fucking nice ones, and it pisses me off. I've been in the market for. I want a breeding. Doesn't have to be a breeding pair, but I want a male and a female pair of northern white lip. So those are expensive as all hell. but one of my dream snakes. Mm, do you like rosy boas? Stay really small. Hog nose. Those are super fun and stay fairly small. They're mildly venomous, but they're really not that bad. I've been bit by many hog nose, and it's never really done much to me at all. But if you're allergic to like bee stings and stuff like that, it's something to be mindful of. There's pastel and cheese. Oh, it's 30-year-old December, 3 feet long. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I got yellow belly gravel, male and female. I haven't done anything with it. I don't really plan to. I don't. It's not something I'm willing to put forth the effort to right now. Maybe if I had a little extra time. The only reptiles that I kept is a bearded dragon and tortoises. Nice. I recently just ordered a Indian star tortoise for my daughter. Gorgeous thing, got it off Morph Market. If you don't know what an Indian star tortoise is, look them up. They are fucking awesome. Expensive, a little expensive for a tortoise, but they don't get much larger than a foot. So it's nice and small. Keep it right here at the house. Kind of gonna go for the whole free range thing. I got all hardwood sealed flooring, so it be too much of an issue. That and I'm always super attentive to how clean my house is. So yep, Sandy. And like the gardener snakes too, there's all sorts of different kinds of them, colors and all sorts of different stuff. It's hard for me to even get into. I know basic care requirements and stuff like that, but all the morphs and how to get certain morphs and stuff like that. I don't know too much. 1,500 in Canada or more. Are you talking about the Indian star tortoises, Sandy? Because yeah, I paid 1,200 for mine here in the States. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I paid 1,200 for mine here in the States. It's not too far off there. I think it's worth it. I've done quite a bit of research on them. They seem like a really good pet. And it's something my daughter can grow with for most of her life. I was thinking about getting another juvenile green iguana at the reptile show this weekend too, on top of the boa, but getting the getting the other one stolen from me still kind of stings pretty good, so I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, especially if you get a nice clean pattern on them. Like, I don't know if I can find the pictures or something that looks similar to it here. Market, maybe the same guy that sold me mine's got more up. I don't know. Last time I looked, he only had two. I bought one, and the other one disappeared. He's not popping up. There it is. Oh yeah, these give you an idea what they look like at least. But these aren't as clean looking as the ones that I was looking at the one I bought. There we go. All right, yeah, that's what we're looking at here. And even at 3 to 4 inches, you're still looking at $750, if not more. 615. Yeah. Aren't the same people that I got mine from. I know that. Think the Toronto Reptile Expo is this weekend? Heck yeah. Definitely should go. Even if not to get anything. Let's go check it out. See if I can pull up some better pictures closer to the one that I got. And yeah, some of them look really symmetrical almost. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yep. Mine looks a lot more like this here. See how I don't know, it just looks a lot more symmetrical with the pattern on it. These guys are cuter than hell though. Yeah, mine look a lot like this. See how clean the pattern is on it. Yeah, they definitely are Oscars. I like turtles too. I really like wood turtles. I know it's kind of the usual, but I really like fly river turtles too. They're so fucking personable, man. I've never met such a personable turtle ever. Oh, dang it, I didn't mean to open that up. Damn it. All right, there we go. I accidentally opened up a game and I didn't mean to. I think once I build my pond at the new shop here, I'd like to hopefully get my hands on some more snapping turtle eggs. If so, I think I'm gonna grow me out a snapping turtle or two. I would like some snapping turtles. They're fun. Years ago, I had diamondback turtles. I love them. Yeah, those are awesome too. I wish you saw more native species of turtle around here. Everybody, it's real sad around here. Like at least around here, I don't know if they do it so much other places, but if like kids or something see a turtle laying around, they'd rather smash it with a rock than fucking leave it alone. So it's pretty shitty. I don't see like little box turtles and stuff like I used to when I was a kid at all anymore. It's been years since I've seen like a little box turtle. It sucks. 9 people in here. People slowly starting to fall off. I feel it. Falling off myself slowly. Try to push it to 2.5 hours, so about another 5 minutes here. Also, here soon, once I get things set back up at the shop and settled and all that, I want to work with some monitors. I think. I have 4 Zoom terrariums, 36 by 18. Need someone to put in at least one of them. Yeah. Hmm. You ever thought about a crested gecko, maybe, Sandy? Crested geckos are fun. Red chick is very personable. She'll come to me if I call her by name. That's awesome, Lonely Oscars. That's awesome. And they're a little bit more on the pricey side, Sandy, like $400 or $500. But leafy tail geckos are really fucking cool, and they're super pretty. And I'm assuming what you're talking about are the front opening enclosures, right, Sandy? Yeah, the little two little doors in the front that swing open like that. Yeah, yeah, they sure are nice. Are you not a insect person, or do you like insects or not? That's pretty much what I'm asking. Because you can keep some pretty cool stuff in there too. Praying mantises, or fucking a tarantula if you wanted. All sorts of stuff. 36 by 18 is a good size too, so you got quite a few different reptiles you can work with. Agreed, Mike. I agree. Fuck, if they could just make fish tanks front opening so I can clean them a little bit easier, it'd be appreciated. But no, asking too fucking much of gravity, aren't we? That's cool, Sandy. Have you ever seen like an orchid mantis or a ghost mantis? There's quite a few different kinds of them. They're praying mantises. Super cool. They can be super friendly too. The white lily orchid ones or something like that are my favorite. They're like white and pink and oh, gorgeous. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of some of these praying mantises. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, these are the ones I'm talking about. That pink is just extraordinary. It's even more vibrant in person. Something more like this. Bunch of tiny little ones. Cute little things. Let's see here. And these are called the ghost mantises. They look like like little leaves. They come in all sorts of different colors. I've seen them greens and blacks and browns. There's even some white ones. Like these ones are really cool too. They got this real tall crest on their head. They're awesome. I really like a lot of these black ones. They're just out of this world. this guy here. It's a shitty picture, isn't it? That one's real dark. Yeah. Yeah. They're awesome. Me too, Mississippi. Me too. Here's oh, what is it? Let's see if I can find it here. What the fuck is it? Can't remember the name of it, so I'm trying to find a picture of it. Oh, fuck it. Okay, yeah. There it is. Yeah, it is Oscars. They are super intelligent. Super intelligent. There's another one here. This one's called the Devil's Flower Praying Mantis. They are fucking sweet. And they do like this little dance here. That's really sweet. I think they are awesome. And they get huge. That one is probably the best one I've ever seen. Wow. By far. Never seen one like that. Yeah, the display they put on here, they'll put their arms up and they'll start like doing this little shimmy back and forth. It's real fucking cool. Hey, Steven. How's it going, man? Sitting here talking about some praying mantises. Yeah, those are real bugs. 100%. Remind you of a gremlin? Yeah. I don't know if you saw. Yeah, I'll pull up the orchid mantis for Steven. I don't know if you saw him or not. Wow. Yeah, this is what we were looking at. This is called the orchid praying mantis. They are fucking cool and super pretty. And they're really fun to keep. No, that's sweet. Huh. That one's all pissed off. That's a yellow orchid. Ooh. Wow. That purple is cool. That's creepy. It's another orchid mantis species. Huh. Yeah. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen. I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I was. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, Steven. Sorry about that. These are gorgeous. So, how to use them in our garden once we did. Very helpful with aphids. Yeah, they are. Oscars. Very much so. Started off looking at Orchid Mantis. Yeah, they are definitely deadly to each other. Eat the shit out of each other, man. I almost bought one at Downs Aquashella. Won't make the mistake of passing those up again. Heck yeah. Definitely jump on them if you can. We can buy praying mantis eggs here at the garden store. That's sweet. I didn't know that was a thing. There's a lot of breeders here where I'm at that breed them. There's a couple different ones that come to the reptile show that I was actually talking about earlier. How much would one pay for those? Well, let's go find out. In stock, about $60. I feel like it's a good price. At a reptile show or an insect show or something like that, you could probably expect to pay somewhere for, if you know them well enough or they're willing, $35 to $45. But ordering like just off the store online, you're looking around 60 minus shipping. You're like 25 there. Heck yeah, yeah. They get fairly cheap at shows and stuff. You need 24 roses. I was lucky to get one out of an egg sac. That's awesome. It'd be pretty cool to hatch them out. I don't know how it's done, but a reptile booth stuck over in the saltwater. Okay. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, definitely start off with just one. I'd say. I can totally understand. It can be a little tricky sometimes. Kinda. I see all sorts of like praying mantises and stuff around my house here all the time every year. It's pretty neat. Still your regular green ones. I wonder. I've never heard of anybody getting like attacked by a praying like a large praying mantis like that giant devil's mantis that we were looking at. That was about the size of the dude's hand. I wonder what that would feel like with that thing attacking your thumb or a finger or something like that. Be interesting. The little pincers are pretty gnarly looking. Would be an interesting breeding project if they only live for a year or two, like praying mantis. I would assume so. Yeah, I can look it up. New York mantis can fly. Female mantis can grow up to about 2.5 inches long. The male will grow about an inch because of the smaller mature female mantis. Well, she lives to about 8 months. Okay, for like those orchid praying mantises, it's saying here because he's smaller, yeah, and while she lives to about 8 months, meaning females, the males will live just 5 or 6 months. So it's pretty short lifespan, but they breed pretty damn crazily too. Yeah, frost hits for sure. Yep. It does suck, but I mean, it's no different than keeping like a puffer fish or a chameleon or something like that. Huh. Trying to see what praying mantis lives the longest. Giant Asian mantis. The species of praying mantis that lives the longest is the giant Asian mantis. They typically live for 18 to 24 months. And that is the longest living mantis. And what that bastard looks like, I couldn't tell you. About to find out, though. Oh, wow, those are huge. Jesus. Okay. Mm, Stephen, at least with annual fish like certain killies, you can breed them pretty easily. Yeah. Yeah, Stephen, that's true. And I'm assuming that's the case with these guys, too. This is what a giant Asian mantis looks like. Things are fucking huge, man. Kind of bland. So, picture. Where did it go here? Just saw the damn thing and I didn't even scroll anywhere. Where the fuck did it go? It's a little itty bitty one. Huh. I don't know. I just saw a picture. A dude was like holding one from its back. You could really see how big the damn thing was. I don't know if I'm just dumb and don't see it no more or what. But, well, I guess. They can live a few years inside. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Oscars. That's pretty cool. Put in a display case after it died. Shorter lifespan. Yeah, definitely. At least for like those orchids, with it only being like at a show like $25, like it's pretty cheap. You can go get another one once that one passes. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I did not know that about mantises. Yeah, Mississippi. Most bug keepers will like once they have a certain specimen die or something like that, they'll preserve them. Most do. Small at birth, hundreds of babies. That'd be so cool to see a swarm of baby praying mantises. I think it would be. Yeah, definitely a win-win. Hmm. Oh man, I could totally set up like a display tank for some orchid mantises, but actually use pink and white orchids to match them. Be super cool. I have orchids out on my kitchen counter that are that color too already. Dang. Well, hopefully, was. Oh, never mind. You said it was inside. Hmm. Well, maybe you should get some more on the Oscars. Jeez. Damn, I'm about out of coffee. thinking about going and starting a few different isopod springtail cultures and stuff. I want to start working on more bioactive enclosures and stuff for customers. At the shop, I got some powder blues and some white dwarf isopods. I'm gonna get some more of them. Do you raise the babies, June? Another insect that'd be cool to mess around with would be like some of the larger species of centipedes. I think it would be cool, anyways. Not so much the giant fucking things about this big that are poisonous as hell. I'm good on all that. But yeah, Miss Fit, I have to drop off. Good night. See you all fish famers later. All right, you have a good night, man. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. It's always a joy to have you around. Probably gonna be heading off here pretty soon too. I could probably keep you going another 15 minutes, hit another 3 hour, like we did Sunday night. That was nice. Spring comes to get plant roses. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. All right, Steven. You have a good night, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out for a little bit. And I'll see you on the next one, hopefully. It makes me feel happy to look up and see there's more than one person in here at 2 o'clock in the morning chatting with me. It makes me feel good. I never thought I'd be that interesting. Yeah. 11 people's not a lot, but even then, still. Hmm. Guys, got any ideas of what I can do for my birthday stream Saturday morning? It'd be kind of nice to do something a little different besides just sit here like we are now. It's almost thinking of a giveaway, maybe. I'm not too sure. Not quite sure what I would give away, but I got all sorts of cool stuff that would be cool too. So, do I sing? I was never trained, but I can sing a bit. Yeah. Walmart wore you out. Yeah. Walmart drives me nuts here. I think I'll just stick to my aquatic life. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know why that just made me think of it, but there's a species of lizard that one of its names is the diving lizard, but it forms like a little bubble over its mouth and its nostrils to where it can actually submerge itself completely underwater, sometimes hours, and it'll hunt like that. It's really cool. I would love to set up an enclosure for some of those, if that's even a thing. Sounds good, Mississippi. I appreciate it. Yeah. have some terrible issues sleeping. Like, I might be tired and getting off here, but I'll probably end up laying in my fucking bed for 2 hours, 3 hours, staring at my goddamn ceiling. Maybe not that long, but I'll lay there for fucking ever. It drives me nuts. I was just lurking and cleaning stuff. I added a CO2 generator yesterday. Looks like a little brighter. Only 24 hours. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's CO2 can work pretty quickly if done right. Yeah. You got stickers yet? No, man. I don't even have a logo decided upon yet. I'm still looking to commission somebody to. I'm still looking for somebody to hand draw a logo for me. I'm trying not to pay two, three, four, $500 fucking dollars to get it done either. I hope you're having a good night, Wes. I appreciate you lurking. I don't know. I was thinking about doing I have like an image, like a photo editing software that I could use to make a logo, but I don't know. I want it to look good and professional. I don't know if I'm able to do that. I'm not very artistic when it's not in a fish tank. So, can we ask what age you're turning? Some birthdays are more important. 28. I will be 28 this year. Yeah, Wes. Go do that. Probably do that when I hop off here in a few minutes. So pay attention, good. Got my last logo done on Fiverr for like $30. Yeah. Everybody keeps telling me to go there. Every time I go, all the good people that I seem to like are asking way too much fucking money for it. Way too much. Hmm. Have you ever noticed baby fresh wipes smell like Coid's poop? Hmm. What do we got going on? Is anybody else even on there? Yeah, I haven't checked the calendar. Oh, no, just me. I guess that's one nice thing about going so late. I'm not like interfering with anybody. And my main concern was not overstepping on anybody else's stream time. I forgot the right hippie. Brandon, my girl could seriously draw something up for you, and she'd do it for fun, damn near. That'd be cool. Um, it's kind of looking for something professional but fun at the same time. Obviously, it's called Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics, but it'd be nice to have like a little like iguana, and then on the other side maybe some like I would like a dojo loach or a couple of dojo loaches on it, mixed in with it too, sort of thing. I don't know. I just don't know how I would do that. And I would really like it to be like a hand drawn thing. Kind of, Oscar. It's just use it for like watermarking videos and stuff like that. More so than anything. That and be nice to look a little more professional with my streams and everything else. I'm getting there. Just kind of taking my time with it. Smell them before you use them. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh crap. There's something up here. I don't know what the hell I did. Oops. Figure it out later. Anyways, she can do it, bro. Seriously, send me some ideas, and yes, it's hand drawn. She drew my logo. Heck yeah. I'll get something together for you. Hmm. Not gonna make her do it for free. Definitely send you some cash for it too. Make it worth your while. My brother's in a band. I'm gonna be having him make some music for me for my intros and outros and the videos and the whole 9 yards. Yeah, it looks good, Mississippi Heavy. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I like that little one you see up in the top right corner, the gray letters, but that's literally just me going on that photo editor and typing in Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics and picking a fucking font. And that's it. So, hey man, fucking sport that shit any day. Yeah, music I can use, yeah. Yeah. Maybe I just gotta sit there and dick around with that photo editor long enough and figure something out. It'd be cool to have like a few different ones. Well, guys, we just surpassed the 3 hour mark again for the second stream in a row, and I appreciate it. It's nice long streams. Um, appreciate everybody hanging out with me, lurkers included. Everybody that stopped in and left a little early for bed. I said my next stream is going to be Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. My birthday stream. Hope to see you guys there. After that, we got regular stream. I haven't really figured out a topic yet for that one. Might do another salty surprise. Who knows? Delve back more into that. So, well, yeah, you guys have a great night. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me and making this happen. If it wasn't for you guys showing up, I wouldn't be doing it. That's for sure. So, All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Good night.